Hi friends, it's Amy. Welcome to my bookish life. Today I'm going to check in on my reading from May 1st through May 8th. So let's get to it. My family and I are going out of town this weekend. We're going up north to our cabin for Mother's Day weekend. So I'm filming this on Thursday night. The month of May started on a Wednesday. I'm not sure if this update is going to go up on Saturday or if it's going to go up on Sunday. We will see. Who knows what's happening there, but I wanted to get it filmed today so that I at least have that finished. So I have finished 4 books in the month of May. All of them are middle grade. I was just in a middle grade month, guys. I don't know. It's crazy. So 4 finished books, and I'm currently in the middle of 3. So let's talk about what I have finished first. The first book that I have finished in the month was The Last Beekeeper by Pablo Cartaya. This is a science fiction dystopian novel. It takes place in a world where cataclysmic climate disasters have taken out a great deal of people, and it's just very difficult for anything to be cultivated or grown in this world. Yolanda lives with her sister. Her parents have been exiled as punishment long ago, and Yoli and her sister run a berry farm. Their berries are pollinated by these drone bees because bees are extinct. However, when they find a very cryptic book in their grandmother's belongings, it just might be the answer to what they need. And as you will see, there are actual real bees on this cover as well. So draw what conclusions you will. I read this because, first of all, science fiction dystopian is the genre that my students and I are focusing on this quarter, but also I had this book as an advanced listening copy from Libro FM's educator program, and I totally forgot about it. But when I was looking up dystopian books, this actually came up, and the cover looked so familiar. I'm really glad I finally got to this, you guys. This is so good. I loved Yoli. She is a wonderfully strong character. Her sister is amazing. The friends that she surrounds herself by. It looks into climate. It looks into control. It looks into government. It looks into all of the scary AI stuff. It just encapsulates all of this wonderful what if scenarios, and I'm just absolutely fascinated by it. I'm really loving this dystopian kick that I'm in right now. The next book that I finished was And Then Boom by Lisa Phipps. This is her follow-up to Starfish, which I absolutely loved. It is a novel in verse, and I got this as an advanced listening copy from Libro FM. You would think they were sponsoring this video, but I promise they're not. This book has a very cartoony, cute-ish cover to it, and it just looks like it's gonna be really cute and fun, and I don't know, It's not that at all. The main character is being raised by his grandma. His mother kind of just is a fly-by-the-night kind of a person and doesn't really want to be tied down by a child and left her child in the care of her mother. This grandma is just fabulous and wonderful, but she's still a grandma, and grandmas grow older and have health problems. I just was so enthralled by this story the whole time I was listening to it. The verse is absolutely gorgeous and lyrical and just really packs a punch. Nothing is wasted in terms of wording or description. It all is in there and everything has meaning to it. And I absolutely loved it. I really enjoyed this found family that came together in this story. I don't think that I liked it more than Starfish. Starfish really resonated with me in a lot of different ways. And this one didn't as much, but I absolutely loved it. And I really enjoyed meeting these characters. I highly recommend And Then Boom by Lisa Phipps. And then the next book that I finished was not on my radar to read it all right away, but I pre-ordered a long time ago this book and forgot about it. Then I got my notification that it was on its way, but it was going to be a day late, which I had forgotten that it was coming anyway, so I didn't really think that it was going to be a big deal. But then I was kind of sad. Then Tuesday, I got home from school. What is in front of my door? But The One and Only Family by Katherine Applegate. This is the conclusion to the One and Only Ivan series, and I cannot with how much I loved this book. I sat down when I got home on Tuesday night and I read this book from cover to cover. I maybe paused a couple times, but that was it. And look at this cover. It's so gorgeous. I love a purple book, but then look at this. Oh, Ivan, who is the main character in the very first book, it finds out that he is expecting baby gorillas. And it just brings to life a lot of what Ivan went through and how he dealt with the situation as, you know, a dad, and passing that trauma onto his children. It's so sweet and wonderful and lovable, and I love these characters and I love everything that they bring to the story. And I just am so sad that this series is over. Even though I thought that it was over with The One and Only Ruby, I'm so excited that there was a fourth one, but oh my gosh, now I'm so sad that this is the conclusion. Like, it says it's the conclusion all over the place. But it's just gorgeous. It's so wonderful and delightful. And I have no words for how much I loved this book. I was captivated from the first page to the last page. The illustrations in here are just phenomenal as usual. And I loved it so much. You will notice that this one is also more of a novel in verse than it is prose, written as prose, and that it really absolutely helps in being able to read it in one sitting. But it is just so readable and absolutely fabulous, and highly, highly recommend this series. Delightful. And then the last book that I finished so far in May is Matt Sprout and the Curse of the 10 Broken Toes by Matt Eicheldinger. This book I heard of because I follow this author on Instagram. He's actually a teacher as well, and he loves to tell stories online. And when he announced that he was publishing this book, I could not help but put it into my cart, because honestly, he can tell a story that well. I bet he can write a story that well as well. And this is absolutely fabulous. Matt Sprouts is a soccer player and wannabe ninja and a little bit of a troublemaker, but has a beautiful heart, wonderful heart. And he makes a mistake one day and accidentally breaks the collarbone of the neighbor girl. And as a result, he is cursed. Now, it is kind of up in the air whether the curse is real or not, but it really comes around to whether the curse is real or not. It doesn't matter. What needs to happen when this happens is the same. And I really love the message in this book. I loved how thoughtful and thought-provoking it was. I love how silly it was. And I really just laughed a lot as I was reading this. I enjoyed so much how everything flowed together and all of the parts of the story came back around. It absolutely was just so... It was so good. I really liken it to like the Big Nate Diary of a Wimpy Kid, except this book actually has a troublemaking, mischievous kid who really wants to be a good kid, who does what he can to try to come up with ways to not be a troublemaker. And I just appreciate how much that brings to the story. And I really just cannot wait to share this with my students and put it in their hands. They're going to like this, I think. I am currently reading Road Trips, Blue Skies, and Dead Guys by Jennifer Fischetto. This is a cozy mystery arc that I have from Gemma Halliday Publishing. It comes out, I think, later this month, and I'm really enjoying it so far. It's a paranormal cozy mystery where Gianna Mancini can see dead people, and then she always helps them finish their business on Earth so that they can cross over. And in this one, there is this crazy road trip element that goes along with it, and it's really fun. I'm really liking it, and I am very excited to keep going. This is I would say this is one of my favorite series from the Gemma Halliday Publishing. I look forward to every single one of them. Also, I'm listening and reading 2 books for book clubs this coming next week. May this year is one of those months where the second Tuesday of the month and the third Thursday of the month are the same week, and which means I have both of my in real life book clubs in the same week, which shouldn't be a problem. I should be able to get both of these books read, but I definitely needed to finish them and probably shouldn't have taken one night to read middle grade, but it's fine because I loved it. So anyway, just started Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. This is for my Thursday book club. I do have the audio available, and I am buddy reading this with Jane. We're kind of taking it a little slow to start, and once the weekend is over, it's probably going to be pretty gotta go because, Thursday. It's very intriguing so far. I'm very much enjoying it. And then the other book club book that I'm reading, I only have in audio, and that is The Women by Kristen Hanna. This is my first Kristen Hanna. I'm not really sure. I wasn't really sure what to expect going into it. And honestly, I don't know if it's overhyped for me, but I'm not feeling the love that I was expecting to feel yet. I'm not saying it's not coming because I am less than halfway through, but I'm not as into it as I thought I was going to be. So I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's the Vietnam setting. There's some elements that I'm just kind of like, ooh, so far. So I don't know. I'm trying to take it one step at a time, and we'll see where we go. But so far, I'm liking it. I'm just not loving it like so many people are. So I don't know what's wrong with me, but we'll see. We'll see what happens, I guess. Yeah. But let me know what you think of any of these books that I am reading, that I've read. I would love to hear from you down in the comments. I love chatting with you down there. Commenting, liking, and subscribing really help my channel grow, and I so appreciate you for doing that. I hope you're finding something wonderful to read, and until next time, happy reading. Bye! Oh, and happy Mother's Day to all the wonderful moms out there that I know. You're amazing, and you're doing a great job.